Today I'll take you behind the scenes and show you how to upload your YouTube videos and optimize them so they have a shot at getting seen. Let's begin. Hey, it's Jaime. If we're just meeting, welcome to the channel that brings actionable content to grow your business through online marketing. So if that sounds beneficial, consider subscribing. Question of the day: how many YouTube videos do you have on your channel right now? Let me know in the comment section down below. Alright, so here we are on my desktop, and we're going to take it from the moment after editing. So at this point, we're going to take it into consideration that we finished the editing. So this is the file that we're working with, and I just did a short screen recording of the search screen. As you can see here, it's about 54 seconds. I wanted to do something short so it had plenty of time to process, so you saw everything in one video. So we're going to start off with titling the file because that is important. Let's just say that's what we were doing. And now when it comes to the tags, there are some people that use these religiously. There are some people that use these not at all. So when it comes to the tags, as you can see here, I have a few tags. I use these sparingly. I don't take too much stock in tags. I'll do 3 tags at most. There's some people that do as much as the actual file will let you. And if you're on a PC, it looks a little bit different. You are able to put keywords. You are able to put tags. I don't think they're called tags over on the PC computer, well, on the PC, but here that's what they're called. So you can just open up the file properties and rename them, or add the tags there, or add the keywords there. So for our purposes, we're gonna do a max of 3, and we're gonna put the same name, and then that should be good. So we're gonna do 2 tags. Again, I don't put too much stock in them, but there's some people that swear up and down with them. I personally haven't seen a difference, so we're gonna leave that up to you. All right, so now that we have our file ready to go, let me just minimize that. We're gonna go to YouTube. So this looks mighty familiar to you, and what we go and do now is we're going to create a video or post. We're going to upload a video, and then we're going to take the file, which we just did, and I'm just going to drag it in. It's going to take a few seconds, and this is a new editor. This is I would say 3 months old. I want to say this is the new style. So as you can see already, I have my pre-made template. So this is something that you set up in your settings, which right here in the settings, you have the description that you have all ready to go. So if you know that you're going to put the same description, or at least the bottom part is the same, and you're going to change a few things, then have it ready. You don't have to have this in a separate file somewhere and then uploading it whenever it's convenient. So this, you can see here, this is for the most part fairly static. The only things that change are I add this video link right here that gets created, and then I embed it in the description. So that's the one thing that I changed from the actual description towards the bottom. I renamed the title. So let's just say Top Neighborhoods in Orlando. So I like to call out some keywords in the title by making them bold. So if you've noticed the last several videos, I have, let's just say, top or best Facebook, and then Facebook is capitalized, ads, and then ads is capitalized. So I like to do that. I feel that it calls out the audience a little bit more. You can get lost simply by having every single thing just pretty monotone. So I like to make the keywords that I want to really stand out. Well, I want them to stand out, so I make them bold. So I rename the title, and then in the description, I make sure that I put the same title to start out the description, and then I go into some keywords, something similar to what I want to rank for. So here we're going to rank for, let's just say, top neighborhoods. And then you can continue going, but typically I stick to about 3 little paragraphs, short paragraphs, and then I just sign off with that. And then I have the rest of the description ready to go. And as I mentioned, I copy the video link in here. So it has another, let's just say, call it another hyperlink ready to go. And then with the thumbnail, I will have created this already in Canva. One quick favor before continuing, please be sure to hit the like button so this video's reach is magnified and others benefit. Also, don't forget to check out my free courses, link in description. I have the thumbnail ready to go. You can select ones that are already kind of still framed here, but I strongly suggest that you don't do that. You want it to stand out. You don't want to just have a random freeze frame that's provided to you, because that's what these are. I know they look the same because this was just this is a screen share of the same thing, but in your video you're gonna have different images that pre-populate. Those are just stills that are taken along the way. Now you want to make sure that you have some playlists available, whether it's for buyers, sellers, investors, the buying process, the selling process. You want to have multiple playlists, and when you title the playlist, you want to use keywords that you want to rank for as well. Some of your playlists can actually rank, so not just one video, but your entire playlist can rank when somebody searches. So that is super powerful. For our purposes, we don't have anything in this particular channel that shows buying or selling, so we're just gonna go with real estate video. Let's just pretend that's our playlist, and then you're gonna call out if this is made for kids or if it's not made for kids. So most of the content that you're gonna be producing is not made for kids, so no, it's not made for kids. Then you can do an age restriction, but again, that's not something that you necessarily worry about. Now when you go to more options, you're gonna have clearly more options, but you see the tags. I'm gonna hold off on doing the tags. I don't typically fill out the tags from this screen setup, from the 1, 2, 3, 4 new method of uploading videos. I wait for the tags after I have it unlisted, so you'll see what that means in a little bit. I just want to show you all the other options that you're gonna have right here from the outset, because you're gonna see them again once we press upload. All right, so we're gonna move this, or move myself. We're gonna go to next. And then if your video is monetized, then you're gonna select which ads you want to run in your video. So we're gonna go, well, this one's gonna be not monetized, so we're gonna go off, done. You're gonna go to next, and then you get to the end screen. So you're gonna go to the end screen right here. You're gonna add one. Well, you're gonna add several things. Now, depending on how many subscribers, depends on how many different cards or how many different videos you can use. At some point, you are going to have the option to include 3 videos at the end of the screen, which is the last 20 seconds. So this is the end screen, and we're going to go with best for viewer. And then you also, well, you see video or playlist, which is where I went. You can add the subscribe button. You can promote another channel, and then you can link a video approved website. So whenever you set up a channel, you let YouTube know the domain that you'll be using. So if you want to link them directly to your domain, you can certainly do that. So you do need to make sure that you do need to make sure that YouTube has that domain already approved for your usage. All right, so we're gonna go one more time up there, and we're gonna select a playlist. I don't know which one I selected. That might not have been the playlist, so let's just go dynamic element. We're gonna go choose a playlist, go to playlist, and we're just gonna select that playlist even though it only has one video. All right, so I like to stagger whenever they show up. So my end screen usually has slots, one slot over here and one slot over here for the videos. And in the middle, there's a subscribe button. So that's the subscribe button. So what I like to do is I like to stagger them. I like to do this, this, and this. So they populate one at a time. I mean, it's gonna be super fast. Keep in mind this is the last 20 seconds of the video, but they don't all appear at once, so people don't get lost. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3 pretty quickly. All right, so those are, let's see, we're gonna go save, return to YouTube Studio. That's the end screen. Now we add some cards. the cards are going to be on top of the video, or on top of, as you can see, there's nothing there. It's just blank audio. So we're going to go with create, and let's just say we wanted to add that card, and we get to select where we want it to show. So here, let's just say in second 4, an end card is going to show up, and it's one of those things that show up here where it shows you the title, or it shows you whatever you want to add. When you add a card, you can select a video, you can select a playlist, a channel, you can do a poll, and you can link it to a domain approved link. So you have to have that approved from YouTube before you can actually use it. It shouldn't be an issue if you use generally the same domain. So it's something that you can use to drive traffic back to your website or back to your landing pages, depending on where you want to drive the traffic. So then let's just say we want to add another end card. Let's say at second 20, we said, hey, if you want to see the best neighborhoods in Miami, I don't know how close, Orlando and Miami are fairly far. I do know that. So if, for example, if you had a Miami video and you call it out in the actual video, this is where you would go to add it to the card. So you see that all the time where, hey, if you're interested in X, then check out this video. That's where that's coming from. That's how they time when this comes out. So we're going to go with that. And then you can also link playlists, which I encourage you to do. Anytime that you can encourage people to go onto a playlist, that way they are watching multiple videos and it becomes a binge-worthy event, then I highly suggest it. You can add up to 5 cards. We're not going to do that right now. I think you see the point in how to do that. And when you have TubeBuddy and even vidIQ, you can have templates. So you can see here, I have a template. This one is not the template, but you can create a template of cards. If you know that you're going to be using the same cards in all of your videos, then you can set up a template once, which is what we would do right here. And then we would set this particular video's cards as a template, so you don't have to set them up manually every single time. Now, the downside to that is, again, they would have to be the same every single time, but but you don't have to use the templates if you don't want to. So we're going to go to Return to YouTube Studio. All right, so we're making good progress. We're going to go to Next. And then when it comes to the visibility, you have several options. You can make it public. So as soon as you hit public, it goes out. It goes out to the world. You can make it unlisted. This is where I send 100% of my videos. And then you can make it private. So only you and people you choose can see your video. So when you go to private, it's locked to you. When you go to unlisted, it's viewable, but if somebody has the link, they can see it. Now, nobody's going to have this link because it was just created, but that's why we go to unlisted. Now, if you're comfortable with all the edits that you've done, then at this point, you can schedule it. You can schedule it to be public. And let's just say today's the 18th. You want to schedule it for the 20th, and you want it to be uploaded at 12 a.m. for whatever reason. I don't encourage it, but depending on when your audience views it, you want to have, as soon as it gets uploaded, you want to get as many views as possible. So you want to put it at a time that makes sense to where people are actually awake. Again, depending on what zone you're operating in. But for our purposes, we're going to go with unlisted, because it'll allow us to make all the changes that we want. So we're going to go to done. And then it's going to show right up here. This is the one that we just did. So we're going to click. All right. And now we go to tags. The reason I held off on tags is because of TubeBuddy. So TubeBuddy gives me some suggestions of tags to use. So you see here, moving to Orlando, that seems to make sense. Living in Orlando, that kind of makes sense. Best places to live in Orlando, that certainly makes sense based off of our title. So this gives you suggested right down here. Now, something else that I periodically use is going to suggested and seeing what it gives me for suggestions in video, which in reality, these are already down here, but it tells you which are suggested for search, so the video, and then which are suggested for related, which is more of the channel. So this is something that I would I mean, the channel, clearly it's taken my channel in consideration, but so that's why it's not giving me anything when it comes to the actual video. So we would stick over here, suggested for search in the video itself. And then we would select that one. Let's see what else. Where to live in Orlando. So those are some suggestions. We're going to X out of that. And then I also go to Keyword Explorer and then top neighborhoods in Orlando. All right, so this is where we would have done our keyword. This is where we would have done our keyword search before. This is where we would have done our research on why even select the video itself, where it gives us the overall weighted score and unweighted score. So the unweighted score is general YouTube. The weighted score is taking your channel into consideration. Now, this is another video for another time, or another topic for another video. So what we came to do here, when I typed in best neighborhoods in Orlando, I came in for the most used tags. So Florida, Orlando, Orlando, Florida, moving to Orlando. That makes sense. So we would add that. Let me move myself. Going to web searches, top neighborhoods in Orlando, top 10 neighborhoods in Orlando, top neighborhoods in Orlando. And then when it comes to action, you would go to insert to current video. And it just inserted them. And you get various topics. So this one was not necessarily a good keyword, or else it would give you video searches. So let's just say, let's see if we move it. Explore. So there you go. Video searches on the right hand side. Neighborhoods in Orlando, Florida, worst neighborhoods in Orlando. And then this is from the web searches. So this is from Google. So it's a good idea to get from both of those. All right. So I get the ideas from down here. I get the ideas from suggested. I get the ideas from Keyword Explorer. I get my own ideas just based off of what the title says. I want to have various forms of presenting neighborhoods in Orlando. So as long as I have neighborhoods in Orlando ranking somewhere, that's good for me. So then we would put something like neighborhoods in Orlando. So as you can see, I put a good amount of effort into the actual tags because they make such a difference. And I want to make sure that the title has the exact same tag. I want to make sure that the title is in the description. I want to make sure that it's in the tags. I want to make sure that it's everywhere. So we'll copy that in. And then lastly, what I would do is I would go to YouTube itself. I would paste what I'm trying to rank for. And then I would see their ideas. So enable inline keywords. You see right here, this is actually a vidIQ extension. So as a reminder, TubeBuddy, I actually pay the premium price for. vidIQ, I don't pay anything. This is a free extension. So both of those are technically free, but I chose to upgrade on the TubeBuddy side, and I'm not using the paid version of vidIQ, but I have both of them installed. So one of the best benefits of vidIQ here is whenever I search, it gives me their keywords. So you see, if I was trying to rank for this, top neighborhoods in Orlando, the best places to live in Orlando, Florida, and then I don't know who that is, the Magic Geekdom. And I look at their keywords. So best places to live in Orlando, Florida, best places to live in Orlando, best places to live in Florida. So I could copy everything straight from there. So clicking on that, I would copy it. But I'm not going to copy everything. This is just more for ideas because they're saying different things in their videos. They're going to have different research, and I want to have my own research. I'm not here just to copy this because not all of these make sense. So for example, I guess Mills 50 District is a neighborhood, and it might be in your countdown. So if it is in your countdown, then yes, include that. But you wanna get ideas from other videos. So over here you see best places to live in Orlando. They pretty much have the same tags: best places to live in Orlando, best places to live in Orlando. So as a recap, when it comes to the tags, use your own common sense, use your own what you think should actually be included in the tag. So based off of the title that you're trying to rank for, use the suggested, use the keyword explorer, use the ideas from other videos, and more than anything, just use common sense. You want to give as much detail to YouTube, telling it what the video is about. So as you saw here, we uploaded the video, we titled it, we had most of the description ready to go, so you can do that on settings and set up your template. We added a brief description of what it's about. We included an updated thumbnail, a thumbnail that will actually stand out. We did the tags. We have it unlisted at the moment. We put it into a playlist, so you can add it into multiple playlists. You can add end screens, which are those videos at the end, and the subscribe button is what I would encourage. And then you included cards. So cards are the ones that populate every once in a while up here. And then the last thing you need to do is you're going to go to visibility, and then you click public and save, and your video is out to the public, hopefully ranking and hopefully getting thousands to millions of views. This is how you upload and optimize your YouTube videos. If you found value in this video, please be sure to subscribe so we can talk again soon.